Hey, welcome to your featured meal of the week. Today I'm going to show you how to do a cranberry orange pork with applesauce. Simple to make. Let me show you the ingredients that come in this dish. So here's your ingredients that are going to come in this dish. As you can see, I have 3 pork chops here. I'm actually going to cook 2 for this meal. The other one I'm just going to save in the freezer to cook at another time. I have 1 cup of orange juice, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I have some cooking oil. You can use 1 teaspoon of olive oil, or I have some coconut oil spray there. 1 jar of applesauce that I can use to make with my meal. 1 cup of dried cranberries. We're going to put that all together. I have a half a can of beef broth that I'm going to use to cook my pork in. That's all the ingredients you need, plus you need a big pan to cook it in. So let me show you how you're going to brown your pork chops. What I simply did is I took a little bit of seasoning, some salt and pepper. I had this on medium to medium high heat with my oil in the pan. All you're looking to do is initially just brown these up. So I have seasoned side down. You're going to have them in there for just about a minute each side. I'm going to put a little more salt and pepper on top. You can add whatever seasoning you'd like. So about a minute on each side, all you're looking to do is brown them, and then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of the beef broth. Let it simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes until the pork chops are cooked through. Then we're going to pull them out and make our orange and cranberry Dijon sauce. So now one side is done. It's great to use a spatula just in case there's any sticking. Fork here, I'm going to use to flip. So I have a nice browning on one side. We'll let that go for another minute, and then I'm going to throw in my beef broth. Finish the cooking for about 5 to 10 minutes on medium heat. I'm going to reduce it to medium or even medium low heat, depending on how hot your stove is. Okay, so my pork chops are brown on both sides now. I'm going to reduce my heat a little bit, and I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of my beef broth. And I'm going to let that simmer, and then I'm going to cover. I'm going to set a timer to check them after about 5 minutes. Make sure that the pork chops are cooked all the way through. Once that's done, I'm going to pull them onto a plate, throw them in the oven to keep them a bit warm while I make my sauce. So one tip I'd like to add, I've been cooking my pork for about 5 minutes, and then I wanted to check if it was cooked all the way through. If you're not presenting this for anybody and you're just eating for yourself, it's definitely fine to open it up, put a cut into the middle of your meat, and then see if it's cooked all the way through. If not, I'm going to continue this for about 8, 9, 10 minutes to make sure my pork is cooked all the way through. Pork is definitely something that you want to have all the way cooked through. Unlike a steak that you can have more rare, you definitely want this cooked. Okay, so my pork is done. After cooking it for 10 minutes, I'm going to take my pork chops here, set them on a plate. For this recipe, as you can see, I'm making 2. You're going to save one of the pork chops for later on in the week, and you're going to eat one for your featured meal. And I'm going to take that, keep it warm in my oven. I have it at about 100 to 200 degrees in this case, just to keep my pork warm. Now we're going to make our sauce. So to make your sauce, it's going to be very simple to do. What you need to do is add in the rest of the half can of broth. I'm going to add in my 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I'm also going to add in my cranberries. A cup of cranberries. You can do less cranberries if you prefer. I'm also going to add in 1 cup of orange juice. So I'm going to make quite a bit of sauce. You can actually save some for later on. I'm going to bring this to a boil and stir it. until it starts to thicken. I'll let that go for a minute or two or even 3 until it starts to thicken up. Okay, so I've turned off the heat on my sauce. It's thickened up a bit. What I did is I simply sliced up my pork in a bowl. And for this one, I'm simply going to spoon it over with some extra sauce. I have some applesauce on the side. I added some cinnamon to it. You got yourself a fork and a knife. This is going to be an easy, delicious dish that's different than what maybe you're used to cooking. Fruity, it's got that mustard taste to it, and it's a great way to eat pork a little differently than what you're used to. So enjoy your featured meal, enjoy your meal plan this week, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Yo, studies show that chicks dig guys who cook. It also shows that they dig guys who click on things after YouTube videos. So go ahead and click on our promo video if you haven't already. Check out our Hook a Brother Up video so you can see how you can get discounts and hook your friends up too. Like us on Facebook to stay connected. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel so you have a ton more content there to check out. Go to singleguymealplan.com. You can sign up for plans there. We'll see you guys on the next video.